good in the web? I'm your man Q, back again with some more of that Geek News, and it's that time again. And what do I mean by it's that time again? It's that time to dig into the archives and bring out some games that we should be talking about that still have yet to make it to the Nintendo Switch. And this time we're going to talk about some of Square Enix, formerly artist known as Squaresoft, games that should, and I don't know why they're not already on the Switch right now. So I'm going to discuss and talk about in this video 5 games that Square Enix slash Squaresoft and slash Enix has made in the past that should be on Nintendo Switch near you coming soon. And the first game that we have to talk about is one that, Lord have mercy, Saga Frontier dropped in 1997, and it would only be logical for Square Enix to report or it doesn't have to be a remake, but remake this game for the Nintendo Switch. Not only is it a great plug and play game where you can lay down and play or be on the toilet and play, it's a great game in itself. This story came out before there was a lot of stories where you would be able to take one character and then make a mix up with another character and make that character mix up with that character and basically intertwine all the stories into one to a grand story. Whether you want to play as Amelia, Blue, or Red, who was a superhero that just happened to get superpowers from the previous superhero, kind of sounds like My Hero Academia. The game was great, from its immersive combat system all the way to its colors and all the way to that classic Square Enix tracks from back in the day. How could Nintendo Switch not put this game on their system? And this game was the last role-playing game that was on the PlayStation 1 back in like 2001-ish, whenever PlayStation stopped making role-playing games or top-tier games. I remember working at a GameStop at the time, and I made sure this little kid traded it in. And I told him, I said, hold on, youngster, hold on. He used to collect Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I used to collect Yu-Gi-Oh cards too. Matter of fact, I still got some Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Matter of fact. And I remember telling him, I'll trade you 50, 60 Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And these are some good Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I bet you this little boy still ain't got them no more. Just bring in this game and it's all gravy. And guess what? He wanted them Yu-Gi-Oh cards and I wanted that game. Made that transaction and we did it. Maybe that's one of the reasons that Hollywood Video and Game Crazy are out of business now. How many times do I have to emphasize that not only is Valkyrie Profile not just a great and one of the greatest PlayStation games, but it's one of the greatest RPGs of all time. Taking Old Norse mythology, where you're a reincarnation of Lynette, the best Valkyrie that there is, on a mission to collect dead souls of warriors in order to fight in Ragnarok, the great war that the gods have waged. VP is a great game, from its battle system to its immersive character roster, all the way to the extras. Did I mention extras? If you like games where there's a whole bunch of extras, cutscenes, anime cutscenes by the way, and multiple endings, then you'll like Valkyrie Profile, because from its music to its cutscenes all the way down to the extensive character roster, which each character intertwines with the other character. Oh, and did I mention you can play with 4 people in your party and have multiple combos, hits? The story is not only amazing, but there's multiple endings. Let me say that again. There's multiple endings, and there's a perfect ending as well. My bad, I got a little caught up pretending I was playing our next game that I have to talk about. I'm not sure if it's because of the song. I'm not sure if it's because of the source code. I'm not sure if it's because of the mess that is Square Enix right now, but this next game needs to be on the Nintendo Switch. And not just the Nintendo Switch, but we need it everywhere else. But just for the sake of the list today, we need it for the Switch. Please, Square Enix, get your together. We need this. Final Fantasy VIII. Final Fantasy VIII is like Cinderella. And no, I'm not saying it is as popular as Cinderella, but what I am saying is that Final Fantasy VIII is the forgotten game. It's right in the middle of Final Fantasy VII, which is considered one of the greatest by most, including myself, to be the most complete Final Fantasy of all time. And also in between which other fans feel that is the greatest Final Fantasy of all time, which is Final Fantasy IX. And here comes Final Fantasy VIII, where Squall Lionheart and Renoa Hartley have a Romeo and Juliet type relationship. But was it because that Squall was too much like Cloud? Or was it that the story was too far-fetched from 9 and not sticking to his roots that we didn't get it? Or is it because that Square Enix lost the source code? Or is it because the All Eyes on Me song, and I'm not talking about Tupac? Whatever the case, this is one of the games we have to see on the Nintendo Switch. Get it done with all the ROMs and everything that's there. Somebody has to get this game done. We need to see some Squall, Laguna, and Renoa in our lives. A little more. Please, Game God. And the next game, without any introduction, my favorite game of all time, the RPG GOAT, that's GOAT, greatest game of all time. If y'all don't know, greatest of all time, just in case y'all not, good with the acronyms and the sport things right there, like that. My favorite game, the 16 multiple ending phenomenon that dropped in 1995. Do I even have to say the name? You sure already know. Chrono Trigger, with 16 multiple endings, secret characters, an engaging story, and an engaging dialogue. The only thing that I probably really could complain about when it comes to Chrono Trigger is the fact my main man Chrono doesn't talk, or that Luca, my favorite character, doesn't get enough shine, or even more importantly, this game has never had a direct sequel. Chrono Cross is not a direct sequel, but Chrono Break, which was rumored years ago before Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy 13. If we can't get Chrono Break, which was supposed to be part 2, the direct sequel, can we finally at least get it ported to the Nintendo Switch? Yeah, I know we got it on everything else. I know we got it on the PlayStation, we got it on the DS, we got it on the Super Nintendo, we got it on all the other systems. I get it, but it's not on a Nintendo Switch. Damn it, it's not even on a Nintendo Mini. That's why I didn't get it. And the #1 game for me that should be out on the Nintendo Switch is that dialogue behemoth, the Alpha, the Omega. If you don't know what I'm talking about, shame, shame, shame on you. Xenogears, one of my favorite all-time role-playing games and one of the hardest in dungeons of all time. Xenogears not only strives in having an excellent complex dialogue-based story, but also had a revolutionary battle system, excellent music, and anime cuts. Whether you like Faye, the Id, Bart, Billy, Ellie, whoever, there's a character for everybody within Xenogears. And one thing that Nintendo Switch does so great is allow players, especially RPG fans, to grab and go anywhere they want, even if it's just eating breakfast at the house, or maybe you want to take a chance with your $300 system and play it in the bathtub. Not recommended. Whatever the case, this is the perfect game for the Nintendo Switch because of the heavy dialogue and the long, tedious story. But as always in the web, I'm your man Q. Damn, I'm hitting myself kind of hard. Back with some of that Geek Newz / wish list shish. Do you agree with anything on my list? What games would you like to see that are produced by Square, Square Enix, Squaresoft, all the aboves of Square's. Put it in the pot. Archive it. List. Do you agree with anything on my list? What game would you like to see that Square Enix, Squaresoft, Square Behemoth, Square, all the above has produced in the present, past, or they're going to be producing? Let me know in the comment section below. And until next time in the web, don't forget, I almost forgot, don't forget, if you do like this video, make sure to hit that like button. Don't forget to tell a friend, please, family members, somebody. I'm out here by myself, all alone on the interweb. And if you're new to my channel and you did already like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on all things games and all things geek. And until next time in the web, I'll holler at you later. Peace! And if you're still thirsty, here's another video for you right here and right here. Water's wet.